NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. The action is only moments away. Coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's our visiting team and our home team. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wildcard Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something.
The crowd is alive, and with good reason. It's the NFL playoffs, the best time of the year, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
Back to the air once more on second down. Quick throw here is complete. He'll be a little short of that first down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. A gain of 16 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And
oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
How'd you like to be this offensive play caller? You're knocking on the doorstep thinking you're in prime position here to come away with 6. Now after suffering 2 consecutive sacks, you're looking right into the eyes of a field goal try, and that's pretty demoralizing.
So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Rolling right, it's taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They motion the slot man left. They'll throw out of the gun. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. So after one, here on Super Wildcard Weekend, it's a 3-point game here early on. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. He'll stay on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to run it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball. And Nick
into space. And he will score.
When I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point is good. And his guys move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick-6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The extra point, up and good. And his guys will take a 14-6 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. 2, Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now, the extra point. He gets it to go, and his guys extend it to a 21-6 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They motion a receiver right. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. This one complete right side. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The defense has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Moving the tight end right. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's the punter now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off. and they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He'll check this down to the running back. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now he takes off. And he'll be taken down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And he will take this one across into the end zone.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
No problem there on the extra point. And his guys add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Closing seconds of this 1st half, and this kickoff is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Going right sideline and complete. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with EA Sports. Halftime report.
Time to look
it's all
ahead
yours,
to
Coach.
Sunday.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. But take you back to earlier and some highlights in this one. He had success throwing it, but also success running it, including that rushing touchdown. He has been the unquestioned leader of this offense on the field today. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Slot receiver headed right. He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Now, faking the give. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They send him right out of the slot. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. This team's offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So now this team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll throw out of the gun. Now he'll run. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And this ball batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 18 on the pitch and catch, and that will be a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Whoa! And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing now on third and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Slot man in motion left. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So a pair of 1st downs moves them out.